Journey back more than 2,000 years to the time of legendary kings. Today, we tell the story of Alexander the Great and King Porus. In Macedonia, a boy named Alexander was born. From childhood, he was brave, intelligent, and filled with ambition. His teacher was the great philosopher Aristotle, who expanded his worldview. Alexander grew up dreaming of becoming the greatest king in history. At only 20 years old, Alexander became king. He quickly trained a powerful army and began conquering mighty empires like Persia and Egypt. Wherever Alexander went, his name preceded him, creating fear across the empires he encountered. After countless victories, Alexander set his sights on a new land, a challenging frontier to the east. Alexander heard tales of India's brave kings and their formidable armies, which included giant war elephants. "I will conquer India too," he declared. With his vast army, Alexander crossed mountains, deserts, and rivers. Finally, in 326 BC, he reached the banks of the Hydaspes River, known today as the Jhelum. King Porus was a just and brave ruler, beloved by his people. His greatest assets were his giant war elephants, ready to defend his land. The river was too wide to cross easily. Alexander waited for weeks. Then, during a stormy night with heavy rain and thunder, he saw his chance for a secret crossing. By morning, Alexander's army was on Indian land. Porus marched forward, and the clash of two great armies began. Porus's war elephants charged like moving mountains, crushing soldiers and horses. Alexander's men were shocked, having never faced such terrifying beasts. Alexander, however, was clever. He ordered his men to target the elephants' legs and eyes, causing the wounded animals to turn back and create confusion within Porus's own ranks. Despite the tactical brilliance of Alexander, King Porus fought with incredible personal bravery until the end. Porus fought bravely, refusing to leave the battlefield even when badly wounded and his clothes were torn. His spirit remained unbroken until his capture. Brought before Alexander, who asked how he should be treated, Porus replied without fear, "Treat me like a king." Alexander was deeply impressed by Porus's proud and dignified reply. Recognizing a true king, Alexander returned Porus's land, gave him more territory, and made him an ally under Greek authority. The battle was won, but the campaign was far from over. Alexander wanted to push further, but fate had other plans. Alexander's soldiers were exhausted. They had followed him across the world, but they refused to march further into India. For the first time, Alexander agreed to turn back. Alexander died young at 32, but his name lived on. Porus continued to rule and was remembered as a brave defender. Alexander won the battle, but Porus won his respect.